I am so deeply honored and grateful to be part of this event, a tribute to Reverend Dr. Marie Fortune and FaithTrust Institute. In 2005, I joined the Peaceful Families Project, which was then the Muslim program at FaithTrust Institute. It had been founded in 2000 by Sharifa Al-Khatib, and I had the unenviable task of filling her shoes after her death. At the time, I'd been a psychotherapist for about 10 years, and many of my clients were survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. And I'd also been doing prevention work, teaching clinicians and other service providers how to work more effectively with Muslims. And faith teachings have always been integral to my work as a therapist and as a trainer. But I hadn't realized how lonely and how silenced I had felt doing the work until I joined FaithTrust Institute in 2005. And I met Marie, our first time we worked together was during a training for advocates and clergy. The goal of that workshop was to start to build bridges between advocates and clergy, recognizing that on both sides there had been often really bad experiences that prevented them from working together. And there was a recognition that the only real way to help victim survivors was by providing a holistic service that addressed the needs of both safety and spirituality. So as a Muslim woman who often worked what felt like completely in isolation, trying to build that bridge between my faith teachings and helping domestic violence survivors. Participating in that workshop as a trainer was extremely validating, extremely empowering, and extremely inspiring. And I felt a renewed sense of hope, and I did feel healing for myself. I greatly appreciated the balanced way that multiple religions were being integrated in one space and brought into the training. Marie was extremely well informed and knowledgeable about Islamic teachings, a very rare and exceptional situation. Her ability to navigate teachings of multiple religions in a manner that feels authentic to the followers of that particular religion is uncommon, and speaks to her sincerity and deep respect and regard for others. Using scripture as part of the training and engaging participants to engage in critical readings of their scripture to help them see how religious teachings can be a roadblock at times as well as a resource was extremely gratifying and empowering for all those who were there. By the end of the 2 days, I had a renewed hope and sense of healing and nurturing. I'm so grateful that this first experience became the first of many opportunities after that to work together with Marie and with FaithTrust Institute. Over the years, and on each subsequent occasion, I received that re-energizing boost that was nurturing to my spirit and to my mind. Marie Fortune and her team at FaithTrust Institute have provided me and countless others around the world with a powerful framework for addressing domestic violence and sexual assault, underscoring the primacy of addressing religious issues in order to facilitate a crisis resolution and healing. And in order to prevent religion from becoming a roadblock is a model that resonates deeply with me. This model has provided me with a roadmap and language to work within the Muslim community by raising awareness and providing training to imams around the country and around the world, community leaders, as well as advocates. Marie Fortune's framework keeps the victim-survivor spirit front and center as the complex relationship between domestic violence and religion is addressed. She speaks a language that cuts across faith traditions and addresses topics that have historically been obstacles in victim survivors' journeys towards safety and healing, addressing those concepts of forgiveness and justice, patience and suffering, and lifting up the scriptural teachings that support victim survivors in their journey greatly eases the challenge the challenge of making decisions that are congruent with one's beliefs and values. Her model allows victim survivors to reclaim their religion and faith in the many instances when perpetrators, communities, and faith leaders have used religion as a control tactic and a way to re-victimize and silence abused women. With the support of FaithTrust Institute, Peaceful Families Project was able to develop the first resources ever for Muslims in the United States focused on addressing domestic violence from a faith perspective. Our trainings and resources have reached organizations, communities, and individuals around the United States and Canada, and in countries as far away as Darfur, Sudan, Johannesburg, South Africa, and soon, I'm hoping, Palestine. It has been deeply gratifying during our trainings to witness imams recognize the value of having tools to address victim survivors' spiritual needs in a manner that supports physical safety and well-being. It is always humbling and deeply moving to witness the relief that women express when they realize they actually don't have a conflict between their religious beliefs and their need for safety. And there is always a sense of renewed hope when I consider that one imam who gives one sermon could impact potentially thousands of lives. And so when we think of a number of imams around the country, hundreds of imams, not to mention pastors and rabbis, giving sermons from the pulpit, with people hearing, sometimes for the first time, that their religion offers hope and a path out of oppression, is completely transformational and is pretty overwhelming. Marie's insight and vision led to clearly identifying the bottom line issues in terms of what survivors need, both safety and their faith, without ever having to choose one or the other. In this way, victim survivors of faith are able to realize their potential of healing as a whole person, attending to the needs of mind, body, and spirit. I feel blessed and very grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you, Marie, and with everyone at FaithTrust. I believe the impact of this work has been transformational for each person whose life has been touched by the work. And I believe that there's a ripple effect for generations to come. As trainers, providers, and clergy approach their work with victim survivors in a manner that contributes to intergenerational healing and to prevention that is grounded in language and values that resonate with faith communities around the world. What an incredible thumbprint to leave on the world. So honored to know you.